Hi there, my name is Rachel Kellogg, and I'm going to introduce to you a system that I have found works incredibly over many, many years in many companies. And this system is called 21 Days to Success, and we're building it around the IDA side here at Club Nirvana. So let me tell you a little bit of back history about it. Well, 21 days is kind of that magic number to create a habit. When we start doing anything, a new habit or breaking an old habit, it can be really, really hard introducing something new. But what happens is after you've done it for 21 days, it becomes as simple as brushing your teeth. That doesn't mean you're going to stop doing this system after 21 days. It means it's going to become just something you do with ease. And so, one of the mistakes that I see people make across the board in a direct selling, a social selling, a networking business is a lack of follow up and a lack of knowing what to say and a system to plug in the right words and the right follow up to maximize your sales. Let me give you a little statistic. So, 2% of sales happen in that first contact. 3% of sales happen in that second contact. 81% of sales happen the fifth contact and after. But the problem is 90% of people give up after the second contact because we start telling ourselves the story that I'm bugging them or they're just not interested. When the truth is it's our job to follow up because they're just living their lives and it's not their job to follow up with you. It's your job to follow up with them. So when you are brand new, you start with your warm market. So I want you to make a list of 30 names and 30 phone numbers, and I'm going to show you how to plug them into a system to maximize your sales, connection, and follow-up. And it goes around making 10 calls a day. So you're going to take 10 of those 30, plug them into Monday, names and numbers, 10 into Tuesday, and 10 into Wednesday. And you are going to call them. Yes, you have to call them. I know the phone can weigh 1,000,000 pounds, but in a business like this, building that relationship and connection is so important. Trust me on this. Do it for 21 days and you won't be sorry. So that first day, you pick up the phone and you call them. Most of the time, you're going to get a voicemail. And so you follow your voicemail script, which is found in the packet. Some key things to leaving voicemails. I see people leaving way too much information on a voicemail. A voicemail is not the time when you make your sales pitch. A voicemail is telling them your name, why you're excited, and that you need to connect with them and have them call you back. No more information than that. One of the key lines in your script is, if I don't hear from you, I will follow up with you in a couple of days. You have said you're going to do something. And then when you do follow up with them, you become a business person and a woman or a man of your word. So on Monday, you've left Joe a voicemail. You're going to roll Joe through to your Thursday calls because you have your call set for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday based on your 30 names. So as you're leaving them voicemails, you're rolling them through 3 days. Now, when it comes to Thursday, you've told Joe you're going to give him a call back. You pick up the phone and you use your scripts again and you call them back. If you leave another voicemail for Joe, you tell him, I'm going to call you back in a couple of days, and then Joe runs to Sunday. If Joe still has not answered on Sunday, you roll Joe forward a couple of months and plug him back into the system. A lead never leaves your system until you've connected with them or if they have told you no. And so then you pull Joe back out in 1, 2, or 3 months, really up to you, find what works and plug him back into this system. But what you're going to find is after you've left a voicemail and told him you're going to call him, by that second time that you're calling him and telling him you're going to call him back, Joe's answering the phone because he gets it. You want to talk to him and you're not going away. And so most of the time you will connect with your people before rolling them into that couple months delay. Now, when you connect with Joe, you've got some scripts in here that'll tell you exactly what to do, exactly what to say. You're going to tell Joe about the IDA side. You're going to tell him what you're doing, why you're doing it, why you thought of him, whether I know you have back pain, I know you have trouble sleeping. I've been using the sleep tablets. They're working incredible. I'm going to send you an interactive video that's going to give you a personalized prescription for what ails you. I can't wait to hear what you think. It's all right here in your script. You're building that trust, you're building that connection, and you're telling them what you're sending them and why, rather than just shooting them out a video that they're like, what is purchase this. Okay. So now Joe is watching that. He's excited because you've already built that relationship. And on that call with Joe, you're asking him, hey, do you have time to watch that today? It's about 5 minutes. Sure. Perfect. When can I follow up with you to see what you think? Your goal is to connect twice. First time on the call, tell him what you're doing and get him to watch that I Decide. Second time on that call, Joe says, yes, I'll watch it today. You set up a time, follow up with him, plug it into your calls tomorrow at 2 p.m. Now Joe has made a verbal commitment. You have an appointment with him to see what he thinks about that I Decide. Your second call, you have scripts in here again. But the goal of that is to either thank him for his purchase or help him customize a bundle that works for him and then get into Joe's warm market. I will tell my people over and over again, I would much rather have my friend Sarah buy $0 from me, but introduce me to 10 of her friends that purchased from me than have Sarah buy $1,000 and the connection stop there. You want to get into your warm market. So after you've had that call, that second call with Joe, either thanked him for the purchase, customized a prescription and bundle for him. Now you move into phase 2, and phase 2 is incentivizing Joe to give you his warm market. And so we have an amazing referral program where when Joe sends out that I Decide to his friends, anybody who plugs in their information and watches, Joe is going to get 5 Nirvana bucks cash to shop with and buy more products. How cool is that? All Joe has to do is send it out to the people. They don't necessarily even have to purchase, just the information. That's what we're paying for. That's what the company is giving you credits for, is information. Because once we've captured that information, you can now plug that information and those names into the same system, use the cold lead scripts that you're going to find in your book, roll them through and follow up with Joe's people and book the sale the same way you would with Joe. And it doesn't end there. Joe's friend Sarah, now you get into Sarah's warm market. Sarah's friend Margaret, you get into Margaret's warm market. It is a foolproof system that is going to give you the words, the how-to keep you organized, maximizing your leads and rolling through. So we have our awesome referral system for Joe to send out to his warm market. And we also have the Nirvana Experience, an online social media based sales party where you can get into Joe's warm market there. So you give them a choice. People like choices. So you say, hey, you want to do our referral system or you want to do the Nirvana Experience? What works better for you? All the scripts are here, you guys. The statistics and facts over history in the sales show that this system works. So all you need to do is get 30 leads, plug them 10 into a day, make the calls, roll them forward, and you will maximize your sales. And then as you're making those connections and those 30 are, booking and selling and dwindling away, you're filling in your 10 calls a day with their warm market, with the people they've sent that I Decide to, and rolling them through the same system. Within 21 days, you will have created a new habit that makes picking up the phone easy, and you will have seen results. The results will speak for themselves. You will have new customers. You will have a ton of sales. You will be meeting new people. You will have prospects to turn into members, and you won't be having to think about it because it's all right in your book, who you're calling, the response that you've got, where to move them, and most importantly, the words to say. It's all done here for you. All you have to do is get your 30 names and numbers, pick up the phone, and start watching this system work magic for you and build you an incredibly successful business where you move into that salesperson that maximizes 81% of the sales instead of the average 2%. All right, you guys, can't wait to see how it goes.